Good morning, students of class 10th. In the previous video, we have discussed about the unification of British, that how a country known as Britain came to be called as United Kingdom. कि एक country थी ब्रिटेन, वो अपने आप में एक बड़ा सा देश United Kingdom कैसे बना, right? Now we are moving towards the end of the chapter, and in this video, we will be discussing that how the idea of nationalism was expressed by the people at that time through their paintings, right? Through their work of art, whether it was work of literature, whether it was a story writing, whether it was plays, whether it was through the songs sung by the people, or whether through the paintings, right? Basically through the paintings and different symbols, right? So we will study about a very renowned painter at that time in the French society, and his name was Frederick Sorio. Frederick Sorio was a painter around 1848, and he was the citizen of France. Right, he was a French artist. So let us study about Frederick Sorio. A French artist prepared a series of 4 prints depicting the time of the revolution. Right. So there was an artist known as Frederick Sorio, and what he did was that he made the idea of revolution, and he expressed the idea of revolution and liberty through his paintings. So there was 4 paintings made by him. Number of paintings, there were a series of 4 prints, right, or 4 painting done by him. And in those paintings, what he had done was, the main theme of all the paintings was only revolving around one word, and that was liberty, right? The main theme of the painting was liberty. Liberty was the theme of these paintings. A careful look at the painting will reveal how the artist has, with his vision, depicted in detail the happening of the time with the future in mind, right? What he had done, he had made a painting, and with that painting, what he did, he had depicted the future, and the painting was with context to the present, right? कि एक पेंटिंग ऐसी बनाई थी जो थी तो प्रेजेंट टाइम की, बट इट वॉज अ साइन फॉर द फ्यूचर, कि लोगों को इस बात का फीलिंग दिला रही थी वो पेंटिंग कि अगर हम जो है लिबर्टी लेकर आएंगे, अगर देश के अंदर ऑटोक्रेसी खत्म करेंगे, तो वो ऑटोक्रेसी खत्म करने के बाद उनका देश कैसे दिखेगा, राइट? आई होप यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द आइडिया, कि आइडिया क्या था, कि पेंटिंग का आइडिया ये था कि इट वॉज द पेंटिंग ऑफ द प्रेजेंट, right? But the painting was showing that if there will be liberty, then what will be the rights enjoyed by the people, कि लोगों की जिंदगी में कितना अच्छा होगा अगर जो है एक कॉन्सेप्ट जो लिबर्टी का है वो लागू हो जाता है तो देश के अंदर, राइट? In one he has shown the fall of the crowns and the symbols of aristocracy, right? Aristocracy means the crowns, the king system, right? So in the painting he has drawn the painting in such a way कि उसमें ये दिखा रहा है कि लोगों के जो किंग्स हैं, जो किंग्स के जो क्राउन्स हैं, वो गिर रहे हैं, right? So in a there it is symbolizing the fall of monarchy, राइट? उनकी पेंटिंग में क्या दिख रहा है? फॉल ऑफ मोनार्की, कि एरिस्टोक्रेसी खत्म हो रही है, कि दुनिया के अंदर से जितने भी किंग्स है सबका डाउनफॉल हो रहा है, राइट? एंड पीपल इन डिफरेंट नेशंस, वेदर दे वर द पीपल ऑफ नॉट ओनली फ्रांस, whether they were the people of near countries, European countries, whether it was Italy, whether it was Germany. So and people of different nations dressed in their traditional costume, holding their flags and marching towards liberty, which is symbolized by a female figure holding a torch. Right? ये आपको बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान रखना है कि in the olden in the paintings at the time of the French Revolution, the liberty was represented by a woman, by a female holding a torch in her hand. Right? So how was liberty symbolized? So liberty was symbolized by a female. एक फीमेल थी, एक विमेन है, एंड शी इज होल्डिंग अ टॉर्च. एक अपने हाथ में क्या लिए हुए हैं? एक टॉर्च. राइट? होल्डिंग अ टॉर्च इन हर हैंड. और वो टॉर्च कैसी है? यू वुड हैव सीन द स्टैच्यू ऑफ लिबर्टी. राइट? एक स्टैच्यू ऑफ लिबर्टी आपने देखा होगा, यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका में है. राइट? तो वहां पर अगर आप देखें तो स्टैच्यू ऑफ लिबर्टी के आपने देखा होगा लेडी है, उनके हाथ में ऐसी वाली टॉर्च नहीं है, ऐसी वाली टॉर्च है. राइट? सो दैट इज द टॉर्च. Right? The Statue of Liberty holds a torch, and the same is represented in the paintings of Frederick Sorio. Right? And the people are marching towards it. The flags of Switzerland and United States are shown on the left edge of the painting, depicting that they have already crossed their liberty and moved beyond. Right? So this is the painting shown by Frederick Sorio. Now that was the story of Frederick Sorio, and the main important thing is that he symbolized a lady with a torch, right? And that is why the Statue of Liberty is also having a lady holding a torch, means a burning flame, right? So that was the story of Frederick Sorio. Now we will study about the nationalism through symbols, right? That how nationalism was represented through symbols, culture, and language. See, you must have remembered that when we talked about the unification of Italy, right? There was a king known as Victor Emmanuel II, right? And he was the first king of the unified Italy. So what he said, that throughout the campaign of his unification, he was talking about the idea of Italia, right? He was talking about the idea of Italia, that he will form a country that will be known as Italy, and that will be a whole unified country. और उसका नाम उन्होंने एक आइडिया निकाला, क्या था? इटालिया. Right? So everywhere where he used to go on, whether it was wars or on his lectures, in his speeches, he used to quote the word Italia. Right? So that the people would understand that he is talking about Italy. But now let us understand that how misunderstandings are made by the people. कि हमारे जो किंग थे, किंग विक्टर, he was talking about the idea of Italia, right? But we also know that at the time of unification of Italy, the people were not very literate. वो इतने पढ़े लिखे नहीं थे. And in the masses of illiterate people, the misunderstandings can be made easily, right? Because we know that the intelligence quotient or the intelligence part of illiterate people can be, I am using the word can be, low, right? So it was very easy to misguide them. And what they heard was the illiterate masses of the southern part, which supported Garil, Garibaldi, right? Which supported Garibaldi. They thought that Italia was not the word, they understood it to be the word La Talia. La Talia. He was talking about Italia, but they misunderstood it to the La Talia. वो वहाँ पे बात कर रहे थे इटालिया की, किंग विक्टर, but the people of the southern part understood it to be La Talia. And you know what was La Talia? La Talia was the name of King Victor Emmanuel's wife. Right, means he was talking about the unification of Italy through the words of Italia, but लोग समझ रहे थे कि that in his speeches he was talking about his wife La Talia. Right, so there was misunderstanding. Right, so there were misunderstandings in the people in the past, right, and due to which there were many wars, right. So there is such example of misunderstanding and you need to quote it in your answers. It is a very important fact of history, right. Under such a situation, artists in the 18th and the 19th century found a way out by personifying a nation, right. कि अभी मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग्स बहुत होती थी कि वो इटालिया की बात कर रहे हैं and the people were misunderstanding it, right. So what the artists of the 18th and 19th century did, they started personifying things, right. They started personifying things कि एक आइडिया को एक पर्सन के इमेज के साथ जोड़ देना, राइट. जैसे अभी हमने लिबर्टी की बात करी थी, राइट, कि लिबर्टी जो है किससे दिखाई थी, हमारे जो आर्टिस्ट थे फेडरिक सोरियो ने, फेडरिक सर ने जो है अपने पेंटिंग के अंदर कैसे दिखाई थी लिबर्टी. ही शोड लिबर्टी थ्रू अ लेडी होल्डिंग अ टॉर्च इन हर हैंड. दैट इज पर्सोनिफिकेशन. कि एक आइडिया है लिबर्टी. लिबर्टी इज नॉट अ पर्सन, बट थ्रू हिज पेंटिंग्स ही इज गिविंग द पर्सन अ इमेज. उन्होंने लिबर्टी का एक चेहरा बना दिया, राइट. दैट इज पर्सोनिफिकेशन, दैट इज पर्सोनिफाइंग, right. So what the artist of the 18th and 19th century did to avoid these types of misunderstandings, what they did, they started personifying things, right. Like liberty was symbolized by a lady in a torch, right. Lady with a torch in her hand. It is the famous example. Freedom was from oppression was depicted by broken chains. कि हमारा जो फ्रीडम था ऑपरेशन से, वो क्या दिखाया गया कि ब्रोकन चेन्स, की कोई आदमी अपनी चेन्स तोड़ रहा है, और दैट वाज शोन कि ठीक है वो जो उसको फ्रीडम मिल गई फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन, राइट. जस्टिस वॉज डिपिक्टेड बाय शोइंग ब्लाइंड फोल्डेड लेडी विद अ वेइंग स्केल्स. ये तो आपने बहुत देखा होगा कि जो है एक लेडी है, लेडी जिनकी आंखों में पट्टी बंधी है, ब्लाइंड फोल्डेड लेडी, और जो है वो हमारे एक हाथ में वो क्या है वेइंग स्केल तराजू लेके खड़ी है, राइट. वी हैव सीन इट इन द मैनी ऑफ द मूवीज की जो है दैट इट इज द लेडी ऑफ जस्टिस. हम लोग कहते हैं कानून अंधा होता है, उसी वजह से कहते हैं कि एक लेडी है, लेडी की आंख पे जो है पट्टी बंधी हुई है एंड शी इज होल्डिंग अ वेइंग स्केल, एक तराजू अपने हाथ में पकड़ी हुई है, राइट. इन अदर वर्ड्स द imaginary represented the country as if they were a persons, right. So I hope आपको समझ में आ गया होगा कि सिंबल्स के थ्रू और आर्ट के थ्रू नेशनलिज्म को कैसे डिपिक्ट करा गया था बाय द historians or by the artists. So on this note, students, our first chapter of history is complete, and in the next video we will be discussing about the second chapter of your geography book, right. So we will meet in the next video. Till then, stay at your homes and stay safe. Thank you.